So we're having a discussion right now. We've sat the kids down to have a really important talk because it's about something that I don't think they're taking seriously enough. And we want to show you guys too because this is a really important issue.
So come join with us. We're going to be having this family discussion about a very important topic, and we really think that everyone could benefit from having a chance to hear how we deal with this and what our thoughts are on it. And you know what, maybe in the comments you could actually leave how you feel about this and what you do about this very same topic. Alright, so joining us today we have Arthur, we have Jason, and we have Rachel.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking today about answering the door when your parents aren't there.
So one of us might be in the bathroom having a shower, the other one might be doing a chore in the house, and the kids, because of where our living room is, the kids are like right there at the door. And their habit right now is if the door knocks, they open it. Because of course they think somebody's friendly behind the door or it's one of their friends. But they have no idea. They haven't looked. They're just opening the door sight unseen.
Now we live in a pretty safe area of town. It's a pretty safe street at that, in a safe area of town, so that's fine. However, as a YouTube family, we really need to begin to be a little bit more careful about who we open the door to. Now usually it's just the kids' friends who are at the door. And here's the thing, they can very easily go into the living room and look out the window and see who's there. I'll show you. This window right here gives a perfect view of the door. They can see right out onto the porch and they can see who's here. Now one thing I know that we need is a spy hole. We need to install a spy hole in this door. We just haven't done it yet. Like a spy hole that is low enough for the kids to be able to see through it so they can see who is there.
As a rule, if all the kids are in the house, we keep all the doors locked. And that way we know everybody's safe.
But lately the kids have just been opening the door when someone knocks, and we're gonna go through and explain to them exactly why they can't do that.
The first thing you guys need to do if the door knocks is to look. Go to the window and see who it is. Then you know if it's one of your friends, you can open the door. If it's an adult, don't open the door. Keep it locked and come and tell us. It could have been one of my customers, like yesterday when Rachel told one of my customers I was in the bathroom. Yeah, that was nice. Or it could be a salesperson trying to sell something, or it could be a stranger trying to get into our house and cause us bodily harm. Or take one of you guys. You have no idea what that adult is thinking on the other side of the door.
Whoa!
Now for us in Canada, going by Stats Canada, in 2011 over 46,000 kids were abducted. Now most of those kids were not abducted from home, and it's also, you got to take into account that a lot of the kids that are abducted are from people that actually know the kids and know the family. So you take all those out and there's still a certain number of that is strangers, and a certain number of that is strangers from your house. So there's that piece of information.
And then there's always the threat of home invasions, which happens a lot.
Home invasions are actually a real reality even here in Peterborough. They still happen. It just recently happened to a couple seniors. Now usually they only happen to people that are running with the wrong crowd or involved in the wrong thing, but they still happen. Here's the thing. When strangers abduct children, they like to do nasty, dirty, rotten, horrible things to them quite often. And a lot of the time the children do not resurface again. A lot of parents don't tell their kids why strangers are bad for their kids and why it's such a large potential threat. They just say, don't talk to strangers because it's dangerous. And they're trying to protect their kids. We feel a better way to protect our kids is to just tell them and be honest. A stranger, if they grab you and abduct you, will likely touch you by your private parts, make you touch them on their private parts, and then probably kill you. Yeah, exactly. But that's the reality. People that abduct children, they're not nice people. They're not trying to give you a better life. They've got their own selfish ends that they want to enact on your bodies and have you enact on their bodies. That's quite often the case. Now listen, we love you and we don't want anything to happen to any of you kids. Do you understand? So we have to do what it takes to keep you safe. And as family vloggers, you understand? We are out there. We have put ourselves out there. We want to share our life with the world. But that does bring a few innate risks. Risks to not only your mother and I, but to you as well. Because there are weird, dirty, perverted people out there. And, you know, we just want to make sure that you kids are safe. So, lately we've noticed that you kids have been just answering the door and just willy-nilly just saying hi to whoever's there, and we want you to stop doing that. The rules have to apply, that you have to think about your own safety as well, okay?
Okay guys, in short, what are the 3 things to do when the door knocks?
When you hear a knock at the door, look first to see who it is. If it's a friend, you can open up the door. If it's not a friend, don't tell your mom and dad.
And then we can come and answer the door and see who it is. That way the children aren't putting themselves in danger by opening the door to a stranger who could snag them and run off and do unspeakably horrible things to them.
So in the end, guys, most of the time, it's not a stranger who is trying to come in and hurt you or take you away. It's a mailman or a salesperson or one of my customers. But in the eventuality that somebody could come to our door and hurt you, this has to be your practice every single time in order to keep you safe, because that's all we want to do. We just want to keep you safe. And we can't hold your hand anymore like when you were toddlers. You're going to have more independence and freedoms and responsibilities. You need to learn how to keep yourself safe too.
For as much as parents want to keep their families safe and secure at all times, this is how we do it. We have rules, we have laws, we have boundaries, and all these things that work together to keep our children safe and to keep our families together.
In making sure that our children continue to put these steps into practice, we're hoping to prevent future crimes from happening to our family. And we're hoping to prevent the kind of tragedies that happen to other families every day.
We know that the chances of our children being abducted at the door are actually very, very slim statistically. However, just because it's a slim chance doesn't mean it's no chance, and we would be irresponsible parents if we didn't have something put into play and into effect to make sure that our children were safe. And we hope that you do the same thing. Anyway, thanks for joining us with this little family meeting. We hope that it's been insightful to you. Please leave a comment at the end to let us know what you think and what practices that you have to keep your children and your family safe at the door. We know that not every town is like the town that we live in. Some places are rougher and more violent, and some are obviously going to be more safe. So leave a comment and let us know what you think. And if you liked the video and you found it helpful, leave a like. Anyway, that's all for now. See you later.
Bye!